Hi everyone, my name is Evan Quach and today I'll be showing you how to make a Google Doc. So first of all, you need a Google account, and if you already don't know how to do this, then there's a video on our YouTube channel that shows how to do it. So to make a doc, there's a lot of different options here of templates that you can choose from. If I wanted a report template, then I could click on this and I could just fill in the text here. So I would type in watch and then my teacher's name, subject, and date. But today I'm going to be using the blank template. So first, when you first start a Google Doc, it's smart to name your document. So later in the future, when you come back, you'll know which document you're accessing. So I'm going to be naming my document reports. Note that when I type, at the top left here, it says saving, and this is a feature of Google where all your text is saved and everything you do is it's all saved. Now I'm going to be showing you how you can change the look of your text. So this is the default text here, and if I wanted to change the font, I could go up here and click this button. It'll bring up a drop down menu and I could choose any of these I want. If I wanted more fonts, I could click this button. It says more fonts, and I could add these to my list. So I want Lato, so I clicked on Lato and I'm gonna click OK. Lato is now selected and I'm gonna type, and as you can see, it's slightly different from the default. Now if you want to change the size of your text, then you can click this button, one of these buttons here, and it'll change the size. If you want to increase your or decrease your size by a large increment, you can type in a value that you want. Say I want to increase my font size to 36. And as you can see, it's like much bigger than this default size. You can even change the style of your text by clicking one of these buttons here. This will make your text bold. So this is bold here. You can italicize it, which would look like this. It's pretty slanted. You could underline your text. As you can see, there's a line there. And you could change the color of your font as well. So I changed my text to hot pink, so I could just do that. I could also highlight my text by clicking here and choosing color. So as you can see, the text is highlighted in blue. If you want to format your document, you can go to one of these buttons or click format up here. I'll start off here, and these buttons will align your text to one side. So this, I'm currently on the left line, and you can see how my text is on the left here. If I wanted to go on the right, as you can see, my typing cursor is there now, and all my text is going on the right side. If I wanted to type, say, like a title, I could click the center line and I could just type like that, and it would always stay centered. Now for this drop down menu, there's a lot of different options you have, and these are the buttons that I showed you here. Paragraph styles, you could, like, it just applies different like fonts and formatting. So if I wanted title, it would make my font really big, as you can see. And align and indent. These were these buttons here, and to make a larger space, I could click tab and it'll indent like that. Line spacing will increase the space of the lines space in between the lines of your text. So to show this off, I'll send 1.15 for now. So this is 1.15, and to show you double, I'll go back to format, come down to line spacing, and click double. This is what double space looks like. As you can see, the space in between the lines is pretty different between the two. And the 1.15 is much smaller than the double space. Another example of this line spacing is here. So I got some text of seals, and this is currently on 1.15 double line spacing, and when I change it to double, you'll see that it becomes like much easier to read. So there we go. It's really easy to read now, unlike before, which is very like clumped up together. Moving on, you could create lists using these buttons here. So this would be a numbered list, this is a bullet point list, and these are indents for when you tab. I'm not going to be showing those today, but these lists are pretty easy to use. So if you want a list from 1 to 3, or 1 to actually infinite, then you could just click this and type away. So to go down one number, I would just click enter. To change the look of your list or the format, you could click this arrow here and it'll show you like different ways you could have your list look like. You can do something like a lettered list, which will look like this. If you want to make a sub list, you can click tab and enter and tab, and it'll do this. So you see I have a sub list of A here. The bulleted list is very similar, and I could just click this button and it'll apply a list for me. To change the look, you again click the drop down arrow, and there's a bunch of different ways you can have your list look. I think this one looks pretty cool, and to make a sub list, you would just click enter and tab. So now if you wanted to add a picture to your document, you could easily just click this button here and insert image. So it gives you a ton of options, and here you can upload a picture from your computer if you have one saved. Search from the web. This is pretty good since it's like built into the document. So if I wanted like a picture of a flower, there you go. And I would click this button, creating images, and there you go. You can also choose from your Google Drive, Google Photos, or if you have a URL of a picture, you could do that, or even use a camera that you have on your computer. Finally, I'm going to show you how to spell check your document. And so here you can see that a ton of words are spelled incorrectly. So if I wanted to, I could click each word and then make a correction. So here it would be what, and then some of it is incorrect. But if you have a ton of words like this that you want to fix, you go up to Tools, Spelling Grammar, and Spelling Grammar Check. So as you can see right here, it wants to change the word odor, and then I want to change the word odor to order, so I click accept here. And then yeah, it's pretty useful when you're proofreading an essay or just like a document in general. I hope you found this video informative, and thank you for watching.